Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you joining me today. So not a fun motorcycle topic for sure, but sometimes I just like to keep my audience updated of what's going on in my life, be able to communicate with you guys that way and hear feedback from you. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I wanted to go over how and why I lost about 35 pounds at this point, and plan to keep on going. Anyway, so let's just get into it. Let me rewind you back. So I'm going to take you back to last year, right around Halloween. We get a ton of kids that come through our neighborhood, and so of course with that comes lots and lots of candy. So I remember it was after Halloween, maybe a day or so after. I was sitting on the couch eating this big humongous bowl of candy, you know, just plucking them down one after the other. And I looked at Winnie and I just said, you know what Winnie, you got to get this stuff out of the house. You got to get it out of here. And that's exactly what we did. We either took it to work or threw it away. I'm not exactly sure right now, but we did get all of that junk out of the house, and I was so glad for that. And then, you know, I had to start thinking about, okay, what am I going to do to drop this weight? And what I settled on was something called intermittent fasting. And there's a couple of reasons that I chose intermittent fasting. Number one was this. I've got a good buddy of mine, Eric. Y'all have seen him in plenty of videos. He's got quite a bit of experience with intermittent fasting, and he was telling me about some of the things to do, some of the things that you shouldn't do, and how he was successful with intermittent fasting. Then I started getting online and I started checking out this guy. I'll put a link up here to his channel, Dr. Eric Berg. And he has a ton of very healthy advice on his YouTube channel. I think he's got probably a couple of million subscribers. But he actually promotes intermittent fasting a lot on his channel, a whole lot. So I started watching him, started taking notes, started thinking about how I was going to do this, and then just pulled the trigger. Really just jumped right in and got on it. So let me define what intermittent fasting really is. Intermittent fasting is, for the most part, is just what it sounds like. Periodically throughout the day, in a typical 24-hour period, you are fasting, right? You are not consuming any calories. You're lowering your calorie intake. You're only eating at certain times of the day so your body can respond and start burning calories. And so that is what I went after. Now, here is the rules that I went by. You don't have to do this. The great thing about intermittent fasting really is that you can dial it in to however you want to do things. And here's the way I did it. So I would do 16 hours. I would do a 16-hour fast, and then I would have a window of about 8 hours where I would eat. And I usually skip breakfast. I'll eat lunch maybe around 12, 1 o'clock if I'm hungry. If I'm not, I just wait till later. So, and then I will have dinner, and then I don't eat again to the next day. So I'm typically doing 2 meals a day, 2 smaller meals a day, and really that's about it. Now sometimes what some people do, and I've done it before, is do OMAD, 1 meal a day. And that sounds a lot worse than it is. It's actually not that bad. Now when I started implementing this in my daily life and making some other adjustments, I'll tell you about those, the weight just started falling off, guys. So I was I'm 5'9", and the heaviest that I was around 220. So I've dropped, what did I say, 35 pounds. Yes, I'm right about 185 right now, which was my goal weight, exactly where I wanted to be. Now I might try to go down another 5 or 10, I don't know, it just depends. But one of the things that I'm trying to do is adopt intermittent fasting as a lifestyle, not just to get me where I want to go as far as, you know, on a goal weight, but actually something that I want to do for the long run. All right, look at all this construction through here, man. This is crazy. This is all for Little Debbie. You like Little Debbie snack cakes? This is where they make them. They make Little Debbie snack cakes right over here. Isn't that cool? Where I'm talking about losing weight and Little Debbie. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I love Little Debbie's. I just hadn't had them in a while. I'm hungry. Come on, cut me some slack. All right, so a couple of rules that I go by on intermittent fasting, and that is these. So I was a big soda drinker, man. I still am deep down at my core, but I've stopped drinking sodas. I'm really only drinking water at this point. So a couple of things that I'm abiding by is no fast food, and that really stinks because, man, there's a couple things I love, and that's Chick-fil-A and Chinese food. Do you guys love Chick-fil-A? I love Chick-fil-A. But so no fast food, no junk food, right? We talked about Little Debbie's, junk food. We talked about a big bowl of candy, junk food. So all junk food, including, you know, chips and that type of thing, got to get out of the house. So what else am I missing? No fast food, no junk food. Okay, here we go. No alcohol, right? So no alcohol for me right now. Now, whenever I get comfortable with my goal weight and feel like that I'm maintaining, well, yeah, sure, I'll go out with my buddies, you know, I'll have a beer with dinner, or, you know, a couple of cocktails or something like that. But right now, I'm putting all of that on hold. Hey, you know what? Look at this red light up here. Okay, so in just a minute, we're going to be crossing over some train tracks. As I mentioned, all this is new construction, but I want to mention something, and then I'm going to show some B-roll to you guys that is just crazy. So, all right, you see these train tracks right there, those train tracks right over there? Just about a month or so ago, there was a train that was coming through here and derailed. I bet you can still see all the madness. I mean, it just came right off the tracks right through here. It's nuts. I'll put that up here so you guys can see it.
Oh no. What a mess, Priscilla. Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Oh. Now, I would love to hear from you guys on this. If you've tried intermittent fasting, or you want to give it a shot, or you're in the process of trying to lose a bunch of weight too, let me know about it. We'll go through this together. My boy Sonny from the Badgers is crushing it, man. He's doing some awesome stuff. So everybody, cheer me on, cheer Sonny on. Let's cheer each other on. Thank you guys very much for your time today. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And if you would, you could check out another vlog. I'll put a link up here for you. I hope you guys have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you again soon.